Hey, so let's have a little chat, huh? So, this is mostly just going to be a talking video. I didn't sleep the greatest last night, and something I ate isn't exactly agreeing with me, so I decided I'm not going too far from the house. I'm taking an old trail that I haven't been on in a little while to see how they updated it. I was gonna go to a couple different areas, but they all run some sort of risk. So, for example, I don't have change at the moment to take the bus. So, I'm not taking the bus to any of my normal trails. One of my old trails has been overgrown for a while, and you kind of have to get through the train tracks. And as you can hear in the background, there's a train coming right now. So, if I chose that path, I'd be stuck on the other side of that train until it, went through. And that poses its own couple of problems that I'm not too interested in. Now, this path, I used to take this path all the time, but this is the path, well, quite a bit on down, that I got jumped. So, I don't usually carry any kind of weapons, and I don't have anything right now, which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So I try not to let fear affect me too much. So that's this trail's little faux pas. I don't like coming this way because, I really don't want to run into them people. Because apparently they can attack people and just get away with it. So it's a little worrisome. What I wanted to talk about in this video was I've been feeling a little more, I don't know, down lately. Like, sad, depressed. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious why. But, I mean, there's a lot of obvious reasons why it could be. But, it's just something I kind of wanted to chat about. So, I'm not going to give you the Google definition of depression, and I'm not going to give you some Dr. Phil BS. And I kind of wanted to mention, a little bit about me and how it feels for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, throughout my life, I mean, I'd say I'm borderline a sociopath. So, I have emotions. It's just, it seems like the creator that makes beings for this planet skipped a couple. So, I don't usually get certain emotions, or I don't get them very strongly. Making sure I don't run into anybody. I don't like filming in front of other people. But, and then some other emotions I tend to have are a little bit stronger. So, it's just an interesting tip about me. So, I can't really say depression is something I ever really felt before. I mean, not like this. I've been very angry, rage-inducing levels of anger. I've been sad, but being sad and angry and depression are kind of all different things. They go hand in hand, but they're all different in certain ways, and I'm going to try to explain it. Now that the train went by, it's going to be a little bit easier. I'm kind of curious how the quality of this is going to be because of the train, but we'll see. So, first off, for me to deal with this to the best of my capabilities without having any psychological background or any real training in the mental, I don't know, what would it be called? Behavioral sciences, probably. Without having any real, training in those kind of fields or departments. Like, for my analysis of how to figure out how to, minimize or eliminate depression in itself, is try to figure out what's causing it. So, you got the obvious things that I do. Coffee, energy drinks, cigarettes. They're all depressants. So you got the obvious things. But, I mean, off and on, I've been doing it more or less for the course of several years. I mean, sometimes it'd be like, an energy drink or two a week. Or it'd be like a cigarette or two a day. Or it'd be like, a 6-pack of beer, 3 energy drinks, and a pack of smokes. So, I mean, I turned around here because I don't want to go as far as the Lookout, because I don't know, that's where people usually chill out. And like I said, I don't like filming with other people, and this should be long enough of a walk to complete this video. I would think, anyway. We will see. I can take a little break down here now that the train stopped. So, isolate the things that are causing it. So, alcohol, cigarettes, energy drinks, coffee, they're all chemical depressants. They all bring you down, like they make you, like the crash. I think even sugar does it. Like the sugar crash. I don't really know. Don't quote me. Like I said, my science is a little rusty. I kind of fly by with common sense. So, some other things that cause me problems is my view of myself. It's really conflicting. Like, how I feel about me is extremely conflicting. And the reason that is because the way I see myself and the way the world sees me is also very contradictory. So, I kind of get treated like I'm some sort of negativity. A lot of times. I mean, not always. A lot of times I get treated as like a neutral entity. Just like, there's a person, there he is. And then a lot of times, I get treated like I'm like the Antichrist. So I'm like, in which I don't completely understand, because for a majority of the time, I'm a fairly nice guy. I mean, I try not to get walked all over, but I try to do my part to help out, I guess. So, with being treated that way, and I already kind of okay, so my entire life as a well-rounded person, I don't want to call myself, never consider me a well-rounded person, but as a majority of my life, my view on myself has always been painfully average. Like, there isn't too much I can't do, there isn't too much I can't learn. I don't necessarily look bad, but I don't necessarily look good. I'm not really in bad shape, but I'm not really in great shape. You get what I'm saying? So, my view on myself is, I am amazing. I'm great. I do all these things that people couldn't wish they could do. Taking all these hikes, seeing these weird creatures, building picnic tables, doing a garden. I mean, playing hacky sack. I'm amazing. But at the same time, I know that every single one of those things I do, there are hundreds of people that can do it better. So, it's not really I think the way the world judges things, in a sense, is the less people that can do it, the more cool, the more exciting, the better the thing is. So like YouTube views, alright? The less people that can perform an action, or less people that want to perform said action, seem to get more views. So like, people are more likely to watch somebody eat a pound of cockroaches than watch somebody eat an entire chocolate cake. Even though by quantity and type of food, the chocolate cake's probably worse for you. But people would rather watch the cockroach video because no one's gonna want to do that. So to see somebody do it is exciting to them. Or if somebody does like a triple backflip, you know, not a lot of people can do that. I mean, probably a double backflip. Not a lot of people can do that. I don't think there's anybody at all that can, from self-standing, do a triple backflip. Don't quote me, and I'm sure it might be possible, but unlikely. Anyways, off topic. So, doing a double backflip. A lot of people are going to want to see that, because, you know, there's the chance of the person getting hurt. There's a small percentage group of somebody actually being able to complete it. So, for me, I'll never reach that level of popularity, because everything I do to a satisfactory point, but it's not anything over the top amazing. So that's something that leads to my depression. Knowing the fact that I will never be good. I will never be great. I'll be okay. I'll be I'll glide on by. But I'll never be great. Now how can I fix that? Well, with the status of my living situation and the things that go on around me, I don't think I really can. I don't think it's actually possible for me to become great at any one thing. I mean, yeah, I could start throwing darts every day for 3 hours a day and get really, really good. But at my age, I'm not really going to ever break that threshold of great. I'm not going to be like, I don't know. It kind of sounds like I'm saying it's over, but at the same time, it's really kind of not. So, there's not really a fix for that. I can't change how people look at me. I can't change how people treat me, and I'm never going to be the best at anything. So, those are things that could cause me a level of depression that I cannot change. Now, energy drinks, cigarettes, and alcohol, I can change those, and I've been trying to quit smoking for probably almost about as long as I've been smoking. So, yeah. That's, today's the first day again without smoking a cigarette. So, that's one of the reasons why I had to get out of the house, otherwise I'd start banging my head off the wall. I don't know. This whole... I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I kind of feel like I had an idea, and I kind of feel like it just got, like, shredded. I'll probably post it, because I haven't posted in a while. I mean, you guys can always skip it if it's garbage. I talked to another old dude. And it's the second old guy that I've talked to in a little while. And they kind of these two different guys, I doubt they even know each other, say with such confidence that I can control my life, that I can be the master of my destiny, that I can change things, with such confidence. And I'm like, you're full of crap, you're full of garbage, because I don't want to be here. I don't want to ruin and waste my life. I don't want to be alone forever. You know, I don't want to be in a place that makes me feel unwanted, that makes me unhappy. If I could change this within a margin of reasonability, then a margin of reasonability, I would have changed it already. So, thanks for the pep talk. Thanks for the little cheerleading session. But, you know, go Confucius say somebody else because you're full of garbage. That's kind of how I feel about that. You know, we're going to sit here and finish this. So I'm almost to the corner, and I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want people to see me. Camera eyes and, or hear me talking. Nobody around here really knows that I YouTube, I don't think. Except for the few people that see me melt stuff in the backyard. I mean, do you get my point? I mean, if I could, in all reality, with the options I have, that I know I have, that have been given to me, there is no clear-cut way to make this better or worse. Well, there's no clear-cut telling what can make this better or worse. If I go and make any of these decisions, or I listen to these old guys where I can be the leader of my own destiny, you know, and, you know, try to change things, there's no telling which way it's gonna go, and I honestly don't feel there's much I can really change. I don't drive, so getting a job's a much bigger pain. Could I get a job? More than likely. I've had jobs before without driving. So, I mean, yeah, I could probably get a job. These interesting life issues, memory issues, fluctuation in emotional status and physical well-being put a little bit of a wrench in the gears for, you know, maintaining a job. Like, right now, I cut grass. I make next to no money. I spend pretty much all my money on cigarettes and alcohol and food because I have a serious issue with eating my body weight in food. But I make peanuts, and it's harder work than most people do, and the hours are very short. But in a sense, that is me having power. In a sense, I am pretty much my own boss. In a sense. Now, of course, I still feel the influence and pressure of whatever is helping me make my decisions and dictating my life. But it's not something that, to me, I feel like I have some level of control. Like, I cut the grass the way I want to cut the grass. I cut the grass as long as I want to cut the grass. And, you know, I get paid the same either way. I could go shirtless, I could drink beer, and I can cut the grass, and I get paid. And nobody's going to give me any garbage. Because I'd be like, you know what? Try to find somebody to do it as cheap as I do. Go right ahead. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm done. Hopefully you guys get some sort of message out of this. It's kind of a little bit scatterbrained. Don't really know what I was trying to say. Point in case is, I'm okay. I think I'll always be okay. But I'm never going to truly be good. And I'm always going to miss certain things. But I've dealt with worse. And I will continue to deal with it until I can't anymore. And then we'll see what happens then.